Brian Tramel, RynoJB, Rollin Into Mempho.
All right. We're live from 304 Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This is STSPod.club production of BT. And that crazy man over there is, look, Rhino, watch. Over there is RynoJB. I got it. It only took me over a year and a half to be able to point over there. Look, wait, I can put upward too. Look, yeah, over there. No, wait, over there. Okay, we got it going. All right. How's it going, JB?
Man, it's going great. Another great episode from Memphis Wrestling. I can't wait to talk about this one.
Right on. Well, let me take care of some business real quick. Tonight in Luxor, Arkansas, my old buddy Freddie Ware is going to be there with American Hostile Championship Wrestling. Support local wrestling, guys. If you're in the area, Luxor, Arkansas, some Memphis Wrestling superstars, along with people we saw on the TV show today. So, good deal. Freddie Ware, I got to tell you, Freddie Ware's story. Freddie is an Arkansas State Trooper. Ever since. Big shout out to Freddie Ware. He scared me to death, man. Scared me to death.
That's great.
Follow the main site. We got WTF coming up. Are we already recorded it? Heck, I don't know. It's been a crazy week. This is our 5th annual, and you see the little all episodes Memphis in May. 5th annual Memphis, all episodes Memphis in May. We've signed Justin Cole, Young Goats, the Posse versus each other in a game show. Cool Kids Countdown with Dustin Starr, the Missouri Renegade returns, and possibly, I'm teasing this because I haven't arranged everything yet, possibly a guest right here, right next to me or right over here. I don't know which side he'll be. I said a he, so we know it's a he. Full details when we know. I just like teasing this. If it doesn't work, then I'll have my dog come in here and sit down, and we'll do an episode.
There you go.
All right, man. If this is the first time you joined us, it's hits, misses, MVP, question of the week we'll throw in there. What do you look forward to next week, or, the storylines as they go? And must see. All right, JB, what are your hits for the week?
My hits this week include, right at the start of the show there, Hollywood Jimmy Blaylock. Wow, giving us a little bit of a history lesson on who he is. And Brooke Shields? What do you say, Brooke Shields? He was dating Brooke Shields? Oh, man.
See, I'm going to say something real quick. That's not photoshopped.
I don't believe that it is. I don't believe that it is. I thought that was great. And I thought it was great that him and Van Vicious have linked up together to make the Hollywood click. I'm interested to see if any other members will be joining. Also on my hits this week, DDT looked more confident in the ring. I was very, very impressed. This new attitude is showcasing some of her skills in the ring. I thought she did a great job when she bounced off the ropes back and forth to get right back into the headlock.
Love that.
Same. I was loving it. Also, a hit for me this week, the Ray Sanders feature, showing Ray Sanders training at the Wrestle Center. We know him as one of the referees, but we could be seeing him in the ring here, getting some action. I'm looking forward to that. Another hit for me this week, my guy, Evil Uno. He attacked Uncle Mikey because Uncle Mikey denied joining the Dark Order. And not only that, Evil Uno, they went on to have an incredible match. I mean, they went all over the entire building. I don't know if you saw a familiar face in the building there, BT.
Seen a lookalike. I'm not sure who that lookalike was.
It might have been my brother. Yeah. But they went all over the building. It was absolutely incredible. And in the main event, we saw the Heritage Championship on the line and the Posse attacking Big Swole. Oh my goodness. I love it. The Heritage Championship has really been an interesting angle for Memphis Wrestling since Alan Steele. I mean, in the title, it hasn't lost any momentum, in my opinion. I think that it has been going great. They've been finding great ways to incorporate their big guys here. We got Bret Michaels, Big Swole, Mike Anthony at ringside. I'm loving it. I need more of it, BT. And those are my hits this week.
Right on, right on. Piggybacking, I want to say everything you said. Hollywood Horror Show is dead. We have the Hollywood Click now, bringing out Van Vicious, and we know also there'll be someone else joining. Go watch your Saturday night, Memphis Wrestling Saturday night.
Yeah.
DDT clip. I liked when she actually brought the chair in the ring to end it. She was going to end it with Cassandra. Also, love that. Hey, Country Rock pays up, man. They finally paid up their money, and we had a new person there collecting the money, and that was Money Mark. Money Mark's been on this show a lot. And I'll just leave it as that. Yeah, y'all can't figure out who he is, and I'm a Money Mark. Love the Ray Sanders thing, and I'm a big fan of you showing kind of the inside of the school. I'm also of belief, you said he might wrestle, but I'm also of the belief that everybody has a role. There's going to be guys in the school that they're either announcers, they're either working behind the scenes, they're either referees. This guy's really small, makes a fantastic referee. I haven't seen him mess up. Someone's going to say, hey, he messed up my match, but I have not seen him mess up. Like him, he was he came up, introduced himself at the awards show. I would have not even known who he was because he was dressed up. I always see him in the referee suit. So fantastic feature. I hope they do a bunch of those. I don't know if you know this, and you probably do, Rhino, but there is really talk of 2 or 3 of those guys right now. Not that all of them can't make it into business, but 2 or 3 of those could be guys could be superstars coming out of that school. So my other thing was Uno Mikey. What a match. Uno is so smooth in the ring. I remember the first when he debuted in AEW, I think part of it was he just not used to being on such a big stage. And this happened in Memphis Wrestling too. When people came on television, they wasn't as smooth as they are now. He is so smooth. Mikey is so smooth. Really, really good match. And yeah, I did want to mention that lookalike that was in the crowd there. He was trying to join the Dark Order. So I know that wasn't you, man.
Right,
I know that wasn't you. It was your twin brother from a different mother, I think. So
I'm close with those guys. Shout out to Mrs. Uno.
And a video of the wrestlers with the fans. I love that, Uno and Scotty. That shows you. There's a couple of things here. We talked about the school, but this also gives you an idea of what goes on at the Wrestle Center. When me and you are going VIP, come to the VIP, then no one really knows what's going on. Watch that little clip there, you'll know. And I'm with you, man. The main was really good. It was slow and methodical, but we also had Mike Anthony on the microphone. Mike did something that is he's a veteran. So let's just say he's a veteran. He knows how to do it. Do you remember in commentary when Mike talked about how good Justin Cole and Brett Michaels was? You do not always insult your opponent. If you constantly insult your opponent and you beat them, it doesn't mean anything. If they beat you and all you've done is say how sorry they are, it makes you look bad. So Mike was real good on the mic too. He has a commentator voice. He has that voice. He would be good at doing that when he decides to get out of the business and just be a commentator. Him and Dustin will happen one day, JB. It's going to happen one day. Wait.
I'll be looking out for it.
It's going to happen one day. All right, what was your misses, man?
I feel like we say this every week, the mic volume. It just kind of seemed all over the place, really loud. I hope it just evens out. And another miss for me, man, I love Mike Anthony, but no cash in. He said he was going to cash in next week, and he didn't do it. So it's on my misses this week.
All right. I've got simple, the audio thing. I understand. I'll go with you on that. This is being real picky about something. But I noticed it 2 or 3 different times. There was empty seats during the main event, and there was empty, I think during the Uno, the seats right next to you. I mean, your lookalike, the seats right next to your lookalike. And, I think that lookalike was with your girlfriend. I'm not trying to start nothing, but.
Was that her?
I don't know.
I have to go back and watch the tape.
Empty seats. I know Dustin has 100 gazillion things to do, but if those people left for good and they weren't coming back, I would have went into the crowd, to the very back of the crowd, and said, "Hey, y'all want to go sit up here?" Because on TV, if you see empty seats, you're thinking, "Oh, they got up, they don't care." And that was my only miss right there, because I just hate seeing empty seats. And that place was packed, man. If you go back and watch the Scotty Too Hottie thing when he's doing the worm and everything, but apparently they got up before the main event and left. That section did. So that was the only thing that I actually said up was a miss. All right, so let's go with the MVP. Who was your MVP? Wait. Let me talk about Patreon. Guys,
Yes.
Join Patreon. It's only $5. Only $5. We do exclusive shows just for Patreon. What we do is we do the show, and then you have to wait over 30 days to get it on the main feed. So join us. We got a brand new show coming. Austin Lane, Best of the Best is the name of the show. It's a watch-along show. So if you're a Patreon member, you can come into the Patreon. You can watch us. We'll talk. Afterwards, we'll do Q&A. And the premise of the show is we're going to pick a match. And it's a famous match. It's a fantastic match. It's one of the best matches in the history of professional wrestling. And Austin Lane and I are just going to tear it down. We're going to show you the psychology. Why did they do this? And I have a different perspective than Austin because he's in the ring all the time, and he'll be able to help us. It's kind of like a psychology 101. The first match we're doing is Undertaker against Shawn Michaels. So jump in, sit and watch us. We'll tell you why they did something. We'll try to explain the psychology of that match. Patreon, guys, Patreon. All right, who's your MVP?
My MVP this week is going to be the man that was getting cheered by the crowd, Uncle Mikey. He had one hell of a match with Evil Uno. The crowd loves Mikey. I'm loving Mikey more and more every week, even though he came up with the loss. He was my MVP this week.
MVP, I'll go with Mikey also right there. Love that match. Mikey, let me say, he is so good in the ring.
Yeah.
And you notice something, the better the opponent is, the better quality of the opponent, the better he is. But here's what makes him really good. He can also have a good match with almost anybody. And they continue with this storyline. The Skimmerhorn is screwing up everything for Mikey. So we got to give it to Mikey this week, who had a hell of a match with Uno. And also, what's the future? They are the trios champion, but I don't think they're all on the same page. I still don't think they're all on the same page. I don't think so. All right, our MVP was Mikey. All right, man, let's go. Let me get it set up here. Let's do question of the week.
Hello, everybody. Dustin Starr here, and I am reading this week's question of the week. And once again, it's about a championship belt. You guys love title belts, just like me. And this one comes from TV Champ 72401. They say, what about a TV title? Georgia Championship Wrestling had a 15-minute time limit and gave us exciting matches and stories. Well, the very first championship that was designed, and I should release this on social media just so you guys could see it, but it was a CW30 television championship belt, and we were going to have it designed. And just before that, I thought, wait, we need to be syndicated. So, for instance, now we're on CBS in Jackson, Tennessee, WBBJ, and if you had a CW30 championship belt on a syndicated other network program, that might not be good. So, we have thought about a television title. We've even drawn a television title out. And we've even thought about our YouTube program. If you go to youtube.com/championship wrestling, we have a lot of viewership on there that could be some sort of YouTube championship belt. So we have a lot of ideas. And if you stay tuned, I promise you will be extremely happy. Another good question about championship belts. Guys, what do you think? Do we need a digital title? Do we need a TV title? Do we need trios championship belts? What do you guys think? BT, RynoJB, help a brother out here.
All right, that was question of the week. You can give us a call at 501-2 232-1701 or email us at stspodclub@gmail.com. Rhino and I will read it, or Dustin will read it. Look, we kind of recorded 4 questions all in one setting. Kind of go behind the scenes here. And they have released I consider it a digital title. It's the internet title. I really love a TV title, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because it's a 15-minute time limit, and it always, 1 week it could last 7 minutes. 1 week you could, get rid of the guy in 3 minutes. The champion wins, or, it's just a cost. It also gives you a reason to have something on television. That's why I always love the TV belt. The business has changed, and TV actually means internet a lot now. So I'm interested to see how they do the internet belt, whether they will defend it. Dustin said be defended on television, and then it'll go up on YouTube. But we also made mention of that belt would also be able to be defended in other areas, in other if it's being recorded and put on YouTube. You could put this belt in other promotions, even American Hostile Championship Wrestling. They could film it and put a defense up anywhere. So what's your thoughts on a TV belt, and how about that internet belt?
Man, I like the idea of it as well. The internet belt, I believe, is going to be a very interesting title to have for Memphis Wrestling. Hopefully it does exactly what you said. It spreads us more across the internet. You can take it anywhere. You can have matches with anyone representing that Memphis Wrestling Internet Championship. I like the idea of it. I like the concept. I want to see it in action. All
right, good deal. That was question of the week. All right, man, what do you look forward to most next week, or just, down the line, storyline wise? What's up?
Man, next week I'm looking forward to Mike Anthony cashing in. He was supposed to do it this week. He was on my misses this week because of this. So that means next week, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
I got Mike Anthony. What I wrote was, what is Mike Anthony doing? That's what was my question. And this Dustin star, Mike Anthony, Dustin is really pushing the idea that he just don't like Mike. And Mike's been rude to him, and if he really wants to get in the, you heard him say, all you got to do is challenge me, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was funny that Mike said he didn't like Dustin, but he did like Maria. So there we go. I love that. Also, a big thumbs up again to him for commentary. Did a really good job, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they do there. Always looking forward to seeing what they do with the Skimores. We have the posse right in the middle of everything again. Yes. They are the tag team champs, and they're as we left television, Bret Michaels had no idea what happened. He had no idea. He knows he pinned Justin Cole, and then Justin Cole was their friend. That's the storyline. He was their friend, big time friend of theirs. So here's a guy who did a hell of an interview video package. He could have won the belt, and we talk about this all the time, and it's been a few weeks since we said anything. They make you think at all times that the belt could change hands, and I didn't get any spoilers. I was on the edge of my seat, excited about that match, the main event, thinking to myself, Justin may win the belt. At no time when they put those two guys in the ring, remember, we had Bret going after the belt. We had Mike going after Bret. Any match, Kay Toomers in Black Rock, Arkansas, in June against Bret Michaels for the belt. So, hey, you never know. You may have a change at what they call a house show. Yeah. At any time, and he's defending the belt against Van Vicious and Ripley. And he may be there in Luxor tonight. I just want to let everyone know American Hostile Championship Wrestling tonight in Luxor, Arkansas. American Hostile Championship Wrestling. And I think if you look real close, Money Mark might be running around there somewhere. You just tell him BT sent you. BT and JB sent you to Luxor. All right, man. What is your must-see for the week?
My must-see this week is going to have to be Evil Uno versus Uncle Mikey. When you look at this episode here, if you're going to watch one match, you got to watch that match right there. Like you said, it was so smooth. It was just so well done. looking at a couple of professionals right there. Mikey, he's just so damn good, and so is Uno. Shout out to Evil Uno. That's my must see this week.
Hey, go right with you. Must see. BT and JB's must see is Uno versus Mikey. And as we're talking about the match, we show clips. If you're watching the YouTube version of this, we want you to go out of your way and watch the whole match. Sometimes we do must see as an angle. This was a match. This match. This could easily have been on television anywhere. I'm just going to say that. Really solid. Like I said earlier in the show, Uno did not impress me when he first came to AEW, but then as he I don't know, matured for television matches, I'm a huge fan of his work. And Mikey's the same way. They can do anything. And it flowed so well. You would think these two guys had wrestled each other 20, 25 times. I don't know if they have wrestled each other. I don't know. There was no mention of that.
Yeah, for sure. And it's interesting you say that because for me, I was a huge fan for Evil Uno when he first arrived in AEW. I loved what he was doing, like with the human throne and all of that stuff. I loved it. I was like, oh my God, okay, where are we going with this? But I was not at first. I wasn't sold on Uncle Mikey at first. Not at first. But then, my gosh. Oh.
Right. Well, we talk about this. Uncle Mikey has been homegrown, grassroots, as they say. You have sometimes you have a wrestler that you push a little bit, and all of a sudden it just takes off. That crowd made him by shouting "Mikey, Mikey, Mikey" on that one episode. From that time on, he's considered to me a star from that point on.
Yes, agreed.
All right, guys, remember tonight, Luxor, Arkansas. And remember, we're here every Saturday. Same bad time, same bad channel. On the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
Me too.
And guys, subscribe to Patreon. We're getting off the regular feed, and we're just going to be on Patreon. You'll miss it. We're going to be talking about the internet belt.
Brian Tramel, RynoJB, Rollin Into Mempho.